Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. Your journal today is, my favorite thing to do at home is blank because blank. And don't forget to draw a picture and make sure it has a lot of detail and make sure you're coloring in your picture. Now that you guys are showing me your work every day, I like what I see. Your journals have detail and the pictures are colored in, so continue doing a good job. All right. Today's story, continuing with chickens, our story is called Chicks and Salsa, and it was written by Aaron Reynolds and illustrated by Paulette Bogan. There were grumblings in the hen house of Nut Thatcher Farm. The chickens were tired of chicken feed. The rooster took it upon himself to solve this problem. Mrs. Nutthatcher, the farmer's wife, had started watching cooking shows in the afternoons. The rooster was perched on a fence post outside the farmhouse window when he discovered the solution to his problem. Salsa! Led by the rooster, the chickens crept into the garden where they took tomatoes and uprooted onions. That night the chickens ate chips and salsa, though nobody was quite certain where the chickens got the chips from. The tasty tang of tomatoes and onions hung over the barnyard, and the rooster said, "Olé!" And down here in the corner is a mouse, and he's selling the chickens the chips to go with the salsa. Gotta watch those mice. Very soon there were mumblings at the duck pond of the Nut Thatcher farm. Inspired by the chickens, the ducks decided they were tired of fish. With the rooster's encouragement, the ducks dipped into the garden where they selected cilantro and gathered garlic. That night the ducks ate guacamole, though nobody was quite certain where the ducks got the avocados. The spicy scent of garlic and cilantro hung over the barnyard, and the ducks said, "Olé!" And there are those mice selling avocados. The next morning there were rumblings in the pig pen of the Nut Thatcher farm. Overwhelmed by the enticing aromas, the pigs decided they were tired of slop. While the rooster distracted Farmer Nut Thatcher, who plays dead, the pigs plodded into the garden where they borrowed beans and chopped chilies. That night the pigs ate nachos, though nobody was quite certain where the pigs got the nacho cheese sauce. We know where they got it from. The delighted deliciousness of cheese and chilies hung in the barnyard, and the pigs said, "Olé!" As everyone knows, when a passion for the southwestern cuisine takes hold of farm animals, and so many sumptuous, spicy, savory scents collide in the barnyard, it can only lead to one thing. So when you're having salsa and guacamole and nachos, what's going to happen? A fiesta! The rooster got things organized, then returned to his fence post to watch for a good enchilada recipe. The horses decorated the barn. The bull practiced his Mexican hat dance, though nobody was quite certain where the bull got his sombrero. We know who sold him his hat. And the chickens, ducks, and pigs snuck into the garden, but all of their spicy southwestern supplies were gone. The scallions had been stolen. The peppers had been pilfered. The limes had been lifted. Oh no. But there were slurpings in the kitchen of the Nut Thatcher farm. Stirred by the succulent smells in the barnyard, Mrs. Nut Thatcher had decided to make tamales for the county fair. A saucy sweetness hung over the farmhouse kitchen, and Mrs. Nut Thatcher said, "Olé!" So when she smelled all that, she wanted to cook. Disappointed, the animals canceled the fiesta. That evening, the chickens ate their chicken feed, the ducks ate their fish, and the pigs ate their slop. But while the nut thatchers were at the fair, the rooster crept into the kitchen and borrowed a French cookbook. The next morning, the rooster ate crepes with white grapes and champagne sauce, though nobody was quite certain where the rooster learned how to read. There's our friend the mouse. So now, instead of cooking Mexican food, he's cooking French food. A satisfied smile stretched over the rooster's beak, and the rooster said, "Ooh la la." So he's on to cooking French food. So we have been practicing punctuation in our language lesson. Let me just move the pad of paper over. So the other day I had written this out for you. Turn it a little bit and move the camera a little bit. There we go. So punctuation, remember, is a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. A period is used when you state something. It is raining outside. Question mark, used when asking a question. How old are you? You're waiting for an answer back. And then an exclamation point, used when showing feelings. Look at that cute puppy. So, and you all did a great job on your practice. So we're going to do another day of practicing punctuation, and you're going to do it the same way you did yesterday, where I want you kids to write the sentence out and then add the correct punctuation. And make sure you're highlighting your capital letter and your period, or your question mark, or your exclamation point. So, what time is it? That means I'd be waiting for an answer, so I'm going to use a question mark, okay, because this is a question word. The dog chased the cat. I'm telling you a statement, so I'm going to use a period. Okay. Look a rainbow. Exclamation point, because that would be something of surprise. I need to read my book. I'm telling you, so we need a period. And when can we go outside? Question mark. Now remember, when you're done putting your question mark and your capital letters, please go back and make sure you are highlighting, okay, your question, your end mark, and your capital letter. Okay, most of you did that yesterday, so make sure you continue to highlight the capital letter and the end mark so that I can just take a quick look to see if you started your sentence with a capital letter and you ended with the correct punctuation. Okay, guys, have a great morning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.